There's a lot of stuffed animals in this movie too. I'm SirDinosaur from Planet X, and now it's time for a movie review. So Mr. Narrator does a little intro about this world we're in and takes us into the book of Winnie the Pooh. In case you didn't know, Winnie the Pooh is a book by A.A. Milne, who was a British guy who I guess wanted to tell some whimsical stories about kid stuffed animals. Pooh wakes up once Mr. Narrator rotates the book and makes him fall out of bed. Pooh is a nice bear who can be a little slow in the uptake, and he causes a little chaos. He runs out of honey, so he says hi to Eeyore, this donkey who's sad all the time. Eeyore is specifically bummed out today because his tail is missing. They consult with Owl, but Owl is unhelpful and frankly a little pretentious. There's a nice little song about a very important thing to do, but right afterwards Tigger shows up and tackles the balloon that Pooh got from Christopher Robin because he's a goof. Christopher Robin gathers everyone together because he's the boss. See, all these characters are in the 100-acre wood, which, when you think about it, is Christopher Robin's enormous family estate. Oh, by the way, Christopher Robin is British, so the kid declares a contest to see who can come up with the best replacement tail for Eeyore, and the winner gets a pot of honey. All the friends come up with some pretty goofy ideas, honestly. No luck. Eventually, Pooh gets to Owl's house, and he's got Rumbly and his Tumbly for honey. He's got this note he found from Christopher Robin, and he gives it to Owl to read, since Owl can kind of do that. Here's the problem, though. Christopher Robin is bad at spelling, because he's a kid. So the note says, "Gone out, busy, back soon." But Owl gets the idea that Christopher Robin has been kidnapped by some monster called a Baxton. Everyone gets all scared about this big scary monster, and they even sing a song about it. So they put their heads together about what to do, and Rabbit puts together a little task force to create an elaborate trap for this Baxton creature. Tigger doesn't like Rabbit's plan though, since those guys never agree about anything. He wants to hunt the Baxton on his own. He runs into Eeyore, who got left behind on accident, so he's like, "Hey buddy, let's team up." Tigger sings a song about how it's gonna be great, and he gets all excited, giving Eeyore a bouncy springtail and painting him with tiger stripes and giving him some combat training. It's pretty funny. During this goofy bit, Tigger dresses up as the Baxton creature to give Eeyore inspiration, so now he's dressed as a monster, and I have a feeling he's gonna confuse everybody. Elsewhere, Pooh is getting increasingly hungry and he's super distracted. Everything looks like honey. He gets so carried away that they even have a song called "Everything is Honey." Rabbit's plan involves a giant pit for the Baxton to fall into, and Pooh falls into it accidentally. The others find him, but the pit is so deep they're not sure how to get him out of there. Meanwhile, Eeyore finds an anchor, which he is using for now as a replacement tail. Rabbit realizes they can use it to get Pooh out of there since the anchor has a chain, so he throws the anchor in the pit, but the anchor's heavy, so Eeyore gets yanked into the pit and knocks everybody in there except for Piglet. Whoops. Piglet's having trouble figuring out a way to get everyone to escape, so Rabbit gets frustrated and tells Piglet to go to Christopher Robin's house and ask for help. But Piglet gets scared as he's heading over there. He sees Tigger in his crazy costume and thinks he's a monster, so there's a wacky chase and both get stuck in the pit with a bunch of letters from the book. Whoops. But it's okay, because they use the book letters to climb out of the pit, and they're reunited with Christopher Robin. He looks at the letter, and Christopher Robin sees what the problem is. He points out that Owl misled them accidentally because he read the letter wrong and got them to freak out over nothing because there never was a monster at all. So everybody gives Owl dirty looks for being a chucklehead. Pooh is still really hungry though, so he goes to Owl's house because he knows a honey pot is there, and he goes to ring the doorbell, and he's like, "Hey, wait a minute. That's Eeyore's tail, isn't it?" Plot twist. Owl was using Eeyore's tail as a rope for ringing the doorbell, and that's why nobody could find it. Owl had Eeyore's tail the whole time. What a chucklehead. So Pooh does the right thing and puts his hunger aside so he can go straight to Eeyore and give him his tail back. Everybody's very happy about this, and they remind Pooh that by finding Eeyore's tail, he won the contest and gets a giant pot of honey. So Pooh is overjoyed, and everyone's all happy for him, and Pooh is like, "I'm gonna eat all the honey in this pot, it's bigger than me, so I'll see you guys in a couple of days." So it all worked out. This is a nice movie about a bunch of friends who have wholesome and wacky adventures who learn how good communication is important, and you gotta learn how to read so you can make sure you've always got the right info. So this movie is good for kids!